you doing YouTube? This is Sensei Roger.
And Student Paul.
And we're bringing you today, Kenpo for Beginners.
Lesson 14.
We're at lesson 14 already.
Yep, we're there.
Where did time go? It's going fast.
It's been good.
Alright, unfortunately we're going to be almost to the end of Kenpo for Beginners. But fortunately, we don't stop at Kenpo for Beginners.
Alright.
So we're going to go to lesson 20 is what we're going to go to on beginners. But we will have Kenpo for intermediate.
Right.
So be prepared for that. And then after intermediate, we will have Kenpo for advanced, and then Kenpo for black belt. After that, what are we going to do? We're going to have to come up with something else.
We'll come up with something, and we'll take
what
suggestions.
What are we going to do?
Yeah.
So if you guys have any ideas of things you want to do, or want to see us do, let us know. I already had a request for, the Kenpo for kids, or karate for kids. So what I would actually do is Kenpo for kids. That is in the mind of my, little mind here. It's up in there. So that will happen eventually. But you know how we do a quote? And you know how last video I changed the game because before I was just pointing it for you guys to guess who the quote was, because I put that out there so they can actually, so we can inspire you to go out there and actually learn something on your own and find out who it is. Well, you know what? I changed the game. I let you know who it is now. So here it is. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. I like that quote.
Yeah, I like that.
So things, if they're easy, how good would you really be?
Right.
It's those hard times that make it, or make you grow and make you better.
Right.
So why are you gonna wish it were easier?
Well, the Olympics just ended, and the people that won, it wasn't easy. They worked and worked and pushed themselves beyond their limits, and that's why they advanced.
You see some battles too, man.
Yeah.
But that's it. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. It's going to take a lot of work, and martial arts actually helps with that too. That's one of the positive sides of this. So we learn martial arts to, defend ourselves for one reason. But we learn it to also get exercise, and we also do it to get, just
self-confidence.
Yeah, self-confidence.
Right,
Thank you. So let's go into the Kenpo now, right?
All right.
All right. Today we're going to bring you as a flip kick. This is very simple. Very simple, or also known as a heel kick. Here's a couple ways to do it. You can follow up at the elbow hammer, like you see a lot of our techniques, pulling back kick. Well, instead of back kick, flip kick. Thank you, Ed Parker. Ed Parker would make that, real famous, that flip kick, and it works great. So we're going to do this as a drill right now. But when you're doing it, you're going to lift your leg up like this. So put your weight in the other leg. If you're kicking with your right, put your weight in the left as you flip the heel up. Now you want to point your toes towards your knee, so you got a nice strong, you want your ankle to be tight when you hit.
Right.
And you're going to hit with that heel.
And if you stop down, you don't want your toes pointed out because you probably break your toes.
Yep.
Right.
Alright, so Paul, stand up in funny stance. We're going to just take this drill here. We can cat stance like this even, turn the body, kick out that leg. I can hammer fist here, here's the eyes. Oh, now there's Kenpo right there happening. But I'm going to flip kick to the ground. So let's come over this way here, maybe to get a better view. Stance here. See how I'm like this? I can cat like this, step out. So we're learning a crescent step now. So cat and step, that's called a crescent step. So we're here, checking that leg. Heel to the groin. Alright, so at this point again, stand in the stance. So what if I'm like this? See that? Okay, I wouldn't leave my hands down, guys. I'm just showing the leg. So I'm not going to go like this and go, hey, I can have my hands. This is the reason why this is there. So there's the flip kick.
You want to stay open because...
Alright, I want Paul to do this too. So as we're here, pull the leg in like a cat, step here, turn the body, and check that leg with that. Like that's it. Now hammer fist or groin, yeah, you see how the hammer fist, but you got the flip kick. He went right for the flip kick. That's okay too. But the hammer fist, it's extra. These are bonuses. Little eye flick. Ed Parker would say, never pass the face without saying hello. I said, don't forget to dot the eye.
good too.
So there's your flip kick or heel kick. Here's another way you can do this. We see this in Kenpo a lot. Maybe I get you bent over here. I can chop you here, flip kick here. Or anytime I get you bent over, I can grab you, turn, flip kick. So you go to the face, you go to the groin. So we're going to move on to a technique called aggressive twins. This is a Ed Parker technique. Most of the Tracy system does not teach this. Most everywhere. There's a couple schools out there that does have it, but I was taught it by Mark Miller because he worked with Ed Parker and Al Tracy. So he did work with both. He used to have Ed Parker come in here in Cleveland and work with him a lot of times. So I have the blessings of having a sensei who is not just a 10th degree black belt, but he worked with many 10th degree black belts. He worked with guys that have experience, and that's what's nice. I was in the right place at the right time, and I'm getting good teachings from him.
And if you don't know who he is, look him up, because you'd be amazed.
The funny thing is, Mark Miller is very well known in the Northeast Ohio area. But out there in California, you might go, "Who's Mark Miller?"
Right.
You don't have to be well known to be a phenomenal martial artist. So don't think that you have to put it up and go, "I am well known, I am so great." No, some of the guys that are well known aren't as good as some of the guys that are not known at all. And I've experienced that too, seeing that. But let's go into that technique now. I almost went on a rabbit trail, but here we go, we're back on track. Front push, two-hand push. Remember how we did this block last lesson? If you guys didn't see that lesson, go back and check out lesson 13. We do a knife hand block. Well, guess what? We're not doing it this time. This time, Paul's coming at me, I'm stepping out of the way and throwing an inward block. You can close that hand. I just opened my hand just for the sake of opening my hand, but hard block. How'd that feel?
Good.
Yeah. See, the other one I was a little nice. Kind of moved out of the way, but it didn't leave a little stinger. That one I know left it because I could feel it myself. But now here, go to push slow. I step on an angle. I'm not here where he could still kind of fall on me. He's totally over here.
Right.
Okay, so from this point, he's over here. Look, I can kick him in the groin or the knee. I can kick him with the other one. I can throw the palms. So we're going to show you this where you can actually see it. Let's do it in the air. All right. Excuse me. We're going to do it off with the left foot moving back this time. So we're going to step off to an angle. If you're looking at the clock, so we're going to come down over here. What number is that?
6.
Is that 6? No, this is 6. So we're going to go over a little bit. So that's about 5 o'clock. Step back. Bend the knees. Block. Get the hand up. Cat. Remember we worked the cat stance? Pick it up. Front kick. Put it down, front kick. Come in with the double palm like this. This is a butterfly strike. You're going to hit in with this part of your hand right here. Just come out and the double palms. So let's go over this again. Step off to angle, block, kick, kick, palms. Okay, here's the idea of self-defense techniques. I know this is lesson or Kenpo for beginners, but I'm going to prepare you guys a little more. Get some more, theory in there. The techniques, a lot of people go, it doesn't work. A lot of people drop out of this stuff before they hit intermediate. But then if they make it that far, then they drop out at advanced. There's only a small percentage of people who make it to black belt. But isn't it like that for any achievement?
Yeah.
Small percentage. He was saying about the Olympics, the small percentage, win, right? Out of all those people in the Olympics, how many people took a medal?
Right. And how many thousands tried just to get in the Olympics and failed?
Exactly.
Right.
But out of all the athletes in this world, all the athletes who tried to get in the Olympics, there's only a handful of them. So put that in your mind. Are you training for black belt? Or are you just going to check out this video and say, oh, it's okay, it's cool.
Right.
So that's up to you. You want to train it hard, you want to learn it, keep watching these. But from here, go to push. The beginning, I didn't get pushed. Okay, throw this punch, left punch. I didn't get punched. Go to grab me. grab my throat like this. He almost got out of there. I'll break his fingers on my neck. Gah! But you see it, he didn't have his hands grab me. I just, it's the same movement, guys. That's the idea. We have one set movement, but that doesn't mean it's only against the front push. Okay, now here, I kick a guy. He's down on the ground completely. I can kick him here, but I don't have this. Does that mean the technique didn't work?
Not at all.
Didn't mean that, right?
You accomplished your task. It'll get him out of the way.
Exactly. I tell everyone at the studio here, get good at the beginnings. This is our critical point, our critical movements. Right here is the beginning. You're going to push me. I did it off this side. Here's that knee. I can hit him in the other knee if he's there. Then I can blast it up in here. So here's, I'm pulling him back. He's trying to act and go with it. I was like, oh, get back here. All right, we're going to do the palm strike. I'm hitting the back of the rib, kidney area even. But the idea, you want to play on those ribs. So if he turns this way, I get in the front of the ribs on the side. I go here, solar plexus. You want to take your fingers out like this and strike it out with that butterfly strike. So there's your aggressive twins. Not a bad technique, right?
Right.
It's a good beginning. Very good beginning.
Great to clear space too on that
Let me
butterfly.
tell you, yeah. Let me tell you one thing. Most of our techniques are great at the beginning. That's our critical moment. That's where you're going to learn your self-defense. It's the beginning. The rest of the long techniques, the rest of the movements, those are there for a reason. Those are there to keep you moving. I call it insurance. Well, if this didn't work, you got this. If that didn't work, you got this. So you're constantly getting used to moving. Boom, 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 boom. You're not freezing up going, oh, that didn't work. What do I do? No, you got more. You're conditioning yourself. It's muscle memory. All right, well, we got short 2, part 1 through 3. Let's go to that. Okay. Short 2 kata. Almost. Next lesson, we're going to finish short 2. So let's do this. Paul's going to move over this way a little bit. He noticed after watching the videos that part of him is getting cut off. I know I'm the one showing the moves, but I don't want to cut off Paul. He's here to help. So you can watch him too, and be encouraged. If you can see someone on my video that's not doing it perfect, that's okay.
Right. Yes. It's beginners.
It's beginners.
Right. And katas.
So be encouraged by that. When you make the mistake, you've seen the mistakes too. I even make the mistakes. I'm not perfect. Just because I've been doing this for 26 years doesn't mean I do every move perfect. Right. But you know what? I can survive. That's the main thing. Right. All right, let's go over here. Let's do the kata. So we're going to bend the knees, hands, feet together, bow. Let's have a good stance here. So bend, block, chop, Chinese sword, hand is up, step, block, chop. Now stack the hands. We worked on this last week, didn't we? Cat stance. Look over here. Make sure your hips are both turned forward. You don't want to be sideways like that. So the hips like forward here, look to the side, block it out, reverse punch as you turn your hips. Bend that front knee. That's it. And then hold the hand out. Okay, stack the hands again. Right cat stance. Look over, step, block out, turn the hip, and punch. Now, new part. Step back with the left foot. Pivot the body. You're in cat stance. This is a universal block. Stay there, Paul. All right, we're going to block here and here. So we're coming up like this. Down, left, right, in. We're going to come out of this. Block up. We're going to take a knuckle, rip it down. We're going to show you what that is in a moment. So we turn to the right. Cat stance here. Right down, left in. Step out of it, upper block. Take your knuckle. This is called the eagle beak. You're ripping it down. This is a technique called lowering the gate. Here's an extra. I didn't have this set for Kenpo for beginners. Throw a punch. I block it up. Knuckle. Throw this hand so they can see it better. See, I block here. Knuckle to the side of the nose. His head will kick back a little bit. Then I hit here to the throat, down the sternum, all the way through. I lower my knee. The reason for it, if I don't lower my knee, I don't get it all the way down. So you hit in a trail of pressure points and nerves. And then you can hit the solar plexus and the bladder all the way out. Right. So that's the technique. But the thing is, you don't want to go all the way down. Because now we're fighting from the ground. Do we want to do that? No, we can't, but we want to try to stay on our feet as much as possible. If we get to the ground, we're going to get back up. So there's short 2, part 1 through 3. Let's do it one more time. And then we're going to almost finish this thing. Hands. Step forward right, block, chop, left, block, chop.
Just screwed up.
That's okay. Cat stance. Look to the left. Step, block out, turn and punch, hidden fist, right foot cat. Look to the right. Step, block it out, turn and punch. Okay, now this is the tricky part. Look over your left shoulder. Now you're going to take this foot, step back here. Now pivot the body. So you're pivoting like this, guys. So you're stepping, you turn the hips, you're going to go to the bow, like right here. Not bow, but cat stance, I mean. So turn this hip, turn that foot, cat stance there. So what you're going to do is rest your weight on that back foot. So shift your weight on that back foot, cat in here. So it's hard for you guys to watch it from this end. Now Paul steps up, does an upward block, lowering gate. Good. Now at this point, turn, look over the right, cat stance. This is a downward block, inward block. That's it. And the hips are turned, step right, upward block, lowering the gate. All right, short 2.
Okay.
All right. Well, one more thing. We just wanted to throw a little combination. It's a wheel kick to an axe kick. So from here, wheel kick. You can kick the guy to the groin or the stomach. Knee up, turn, wheel kick. They bend over, axe kick. That's it. And this is a good exercise. Make sure you may want to stretch out or anything like that if you're tight before you do it. All right. So from here, get in the fight stance. So at this point, I can hit, he bends over, there's the axe kick, hit him in the back of the head right here. That's more practical, hit the guy, get him down low, coming out here. You know, we don't want to really kick high, but for sparring reasons, he blocks my kick, I come around, there's that one up there. But not everyone can do that. I do that for fun, for sparring. I come
Have
up,
that height.
boom.
Yeah.
So there's the wheel kick to an axe kick. Let's do that again. Knee up, pivot, wheel kick, bring it back. Here, guys. See that? Now turn the hip, then drop it down. There's your axe kick. Wheel. Pull it back, shift it here. Remember, this is the neutral position for kicking.
Right.
So I'm up, neutral position, kick, neutral position, bam. Only thing is you're going to put it together faster when you do it, but make sure you return back to that neutral position. I drive the stick, I have for years, and the thing is, there's a gear, it's not even a gear, they call it neutral. Does that make sense? So you got your stick, it's not in gear, it's in neutral position, but you can go to any gear. First, second, third, fourth, some have fifth, reverse, all from there. But you gotta do it, you gotta chamber it and bring it back to place. So, thanks for watching Kenpo for Beginners. If you haven't subscribed yet, what do you do?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Check us out.
Thanks for watching.
God bless you.
Thank you.